Right, hi there. So today we're going to be taking a look at this cordless brushless angle grinder, which was sent to me by Banggood.com. This was the more expensive version. There's 3 different versions. This was like $128, so £95. Comes with 2 15-cell batteries, a charger. It's one of these ones that plugs into the batteries, like that. The charger charges at 1.2 amps, 21 volts. Got the side handle, your nut spanner, and a little adapter to adapt the 2 prongs to whichever country you live, and then also the grinder itself, and plus the guard here. So let's take a look at this quickly. So I mean, overall looks quite nice. I think this doesn't take standard 115mm discs. It takes the 100mm discs with the 16mm bore size. So on here we've got a 2-speed selector switch here, and then we've got the light switch here. The light little LED is here, but the trouble is your hand pretty much blocks most of the light. It does give a little bit out, but not a lot. But I suspect if it was in a dark area, you'd probably want a work light anyway. But it's on there. You know, these type of lights on power tools generally are never in the right place, but you know, it's there. Overall, reasonably impressed so far. What I want to do is take a look inside the battery and see what the batteries are like inside. So yeah, indeed we do have 15 cells. So here's the part number, and 1500 milliamp hours each, so 1.5 amp hour per battery, and then we've got 3 in parallel, so that's 4.5 amp hour battery. The battery pack is reasonably well made. This is better than some cheap Makita batteries I've purchased in the past. Some which I haven't even got the boards actually attached to the battery, they're just sitting in there, press fitted in. So yeah, I mean, overall it's all held together with these plastic cages either side, and then the welding on the batteries looks pretty decent. I just took this apart to see what type of grease was in here, and it's just some clear grease which already looks like it's overheated, so I'd probably put some molly grease in here or something, some high temperature stuff, and just clean all that out. But I mean, overall it looks pretty well made. It's actually got a needle bearing in there, if you can see that, and we've got a bearing on the front as well. I'm not actually sure how you remove the front one, but the rear one you should be able to replace if need be. So another good thing about this angle grinder is it actually takes the Makita batteries as well. So if you need a new battery, you can just get a replacement Makita or whatever, or a real Makita battery, and put on there. You can also buy this as a bare unit as well. I'll put a link in the description to that. I'll just do the knife test on the plastic to see if it's got fiberglass reinforcing in it. Which it does. Right, so we've got some 18mm rebar here. Let's see if it will cut that. So yeah, cut that pretty easily. So I've got some 8mm. So I've got some 8mm thick flat bar here by 25mm. Let's see if it will cut through that. So yeah, it took a bit longer than it would with a corded angle grinder, but it's still done the job. It didn't stall or anything, so that's pretty good. Here we've got some 22mm round bar. Let's see if we can get through that. We are going to have a bit of a problem here because the disc is getting a bit smaller now, so I'm going to have to change discs out. No, so I was still able to get through that with that disc. Yeah, I'd say this grinder is pretty good. It didn't even slow down. So yeah, pretty decent really. Okay, so I just got a bit of scrap metal here. This is 22mm by 3mm thick. Okay, we've got some 60 by 60 angle iron. It's 5mm thick. Let's test it out. Okay, so what were we able to cut with? Okay, so what were we able to cut with the battery with one charge? So what we got was this piece of metal here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cuts off of that. We got 1 cut off the rebar. We got 1 cut off the round bar. We got almost 3 cuts off the flat bar. It's just basically cut through. We got 1 cut off the angle iron, and we was able to cut that piece of sheet steel off. So you often find this with battery angle grinders, that they take so much power up. The batteries don't particularly last that long. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's quite a powerful unit actually. I mean, it was able to cut through this with ease. Obviously not as good as a corded angle grinder would, but it's still done it with, it was pretty good. It didn't get hot. The gearbox is slightly warm, which is obviously going to happen, but yeah, it done it pretty easily. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it so far anyway. Right, so overall I'm pretty impressed with it. The performance of the tool is really good, I've got to say, with the brushless motor in there, and it cuts really nicely. It keeps the speed up, and yeah, you don't really notice any reduction in speed until the battery goes dead, so I'm pretty happy with it. The only couple of things that I don't like about it is, if say you accidentally somehow this gets switched on, if you forget that's switched on and you go and plug a battery in, you could possibly trim your fingers. The other thing is the quality of the battery. I mean, the inside of the battery looks really good, but the actual plastic which the housing is made out of is just ABS. It's got no fiberglass reinforcement in it, so if you drop it, yeah, this is going to be cracking straight away, I would say, pretty much. I'm not going to drop it because I don't want to damage it, because I want to use the tool, but yeah, I would be a little bit suspect of the durability of the plastic, but the plastic on this is actually fiberglass reinforced, so that should be pretty durable. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll put links in the description to this, go and take a look at it. You can also buy this as a bare unit as well. I'll put a link in the description to that, just in case anybody's interested. It also takes the Makita batteries as well. So yeah, if you've got, Makita tools and you want a angle grinder, a cheap angle grinder, you could go and get that and add that to your kit. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.